and very fortunate that we always have our session every Monday and Thursday with some Dharma talk, followed by guided meditation and Q&A session. I hope everyone will enjoy today. Start off the day with finding your own inner happiness. And our teaching monk today is Monk Daniel. Let's pay our respect to Monk Daniel by bowing 3 times before we start the session. First bow, second bow, third bow. Thank you, everyone. May I invite Monk Daniel to start the session?
Okay. Good morning, good evening to everyone around the world. Also, good afternoon for anyone listening. It's good to be back. As everyone mentioned already, this is the last Monday. So, before we know it, August is already gone and we're going into the next month already. And, it's always a good reminder to check in on yourself as we go into this new month, that how after we end this month and also going into the new month, like how are we still practicing our meditation? Are we still looking after our mind? Are we still looking after our happiness? This is really important because you have to be happy first inside to truly be happy with everything else. So it's good to always make sure that your mind is in a good place and make sure that you are in a positive state of mind as you end this month and then go into the new month as well. So today I just wanted to speak a little bit about the importance of, to remind you that sometimes we don't have to panic when something happens, because it all starts with calming your mind first. As we may know that sometimes problems that may come from around us, the solutions can come from within us. So I want you to see that just between being calm and having a calamity, it's very close. It's very close. The word calamity and being calm is extremely close. So it's all about how we can de-escalate the situation, lessen the letters from calamity. If we lessen the letters, what happens? It becomes calm, right? If we add to the problem from being calm, it becomes a calamity, right? So it's all about adding more letters and lessening the letters. The same idea with your mind. You can make a situation that's already bad. If we de-escalate it, we can make it go back to some way to get out of that situation, to make it better than how it started. But if we go into it and we escalate it by getting angry, getting frustrated, getting panicking, and letting our mind get out of control, then we make that bad situation even worse. So I love the saying from my master, that he always said that if you can't get out of thinking, if you can't think it out, get out of thinking. And this is a very important quote, because most people, we like to do it the old way, and it's normal because it's not like a bad thing. It's just as we never knew there was another way to do it. And most people, when you get into a problem or we want to accomplish something, of course we have to sit down and brainstorm and try to think of what we need to do next. But there's another way to do it as well, as we learn by meditating, is that we take the time to look after ourselves, look after your peace of mind first. That can be another way, another technique that you can incorporate, other than just brainstorming, other than just working hard. There's a little tip that we have to take a moment to pause, take a moment to reset, take a moment to look after your mind first, and then as we do that, it can help you. So remember the wise words from my master. He said that if you can't think it out, get out of thinking. So this is very important too. It's simple, but sometimes the simple thing is so easy that we don't even practice it. We kind of skip over it. If it's too easy, we don't even do it sometimes. So I really recommend you to, take a step back, take a moment to pause, take a moment to look after your mind, and you can make a calamity into a moment of calm, or you can make a moment of calm into a calamity. It's very easy very easy to switch between those if you don't look after your mind. So just like our mind, when we get into a boiling point, when we get angry, get frustrated, instead of escalating the problem until the water boils over and makes a bigger mess, right? We need to learn how to turn off the stove, right? So that the boiling water can cool down. And this is very important in the sense that your mind will naturally cool down as you meditate. As we sit down, we relax. That's how we turn off the stove. It may not be, cool and stop boiling right away. It may take a little bit of time, and that's okay depending on how mad we are, how busy we are today. So it takes a moment to cool down. But the only way to really speed up that process is first turn off the stove, get out of that emotion, changing our focus to, being relaxed, being calm, following our breath, using the mantra, using the visualization to turn off the stove, stop adding the heat. And then as we sit there and we relax, naturally the mind or that boiling water is going to cool down. And then we can go back to that natural state of, okay, the water is cool and we're okay. So then this is just what I wanted to, emphasize about today is that, naturally we can't always control when a problem come in or when something is going to make us upset or anything that's going to cause disruption in our life. But it's what we're going to do next after we have that situation happen to us. So we can either make it worse or we can try to de-escalate it and make it better. And it's very hard to do if we don't start with our mind first. If we don't practice training our mind right now to come back to the present, come back to where we feel calm inside, where we feel relaxed inside. And we practice this constantly on the days where we don't have problem, like right now. If we don't have a problem right now, we should train now, right? So that when the problem does come, our mind will be ready. Or even though, sometimes today we may have a problem on Monday, but remind yourself that if you take time, just as long as we turn off that stove, our mind is going to slowly cool down naturally. So it's very important that we came here today, taking the time to cool yourself down and just trust the process that as you give it time, no matter how hot your mind is right now, it will cool down. Just give it time and keep meditating and it will cool down over time automatically and naturally as we help using the mantra, using the visualization, following your breath, all these different techniques that we can use that keep us mindful and relaxed together is the way to keep that stove off, lower the heat, and allow the cooling process to happen naturally. Okay? So let's take some time to meditate together, and then after that, if we would like to share our experiences or if we want to ask any questions about your meditation or maybe any questions you may have be lingering in your mind, we can also talk about that after the meditation, okay? So let's take some time to meditate together. So like always, there's no need to jump into the meditation. Even though we may want to really turn off that stove and cool down quickly, remember that we have to start correctly. In meditation, it's not about how quick we start, but it's about if we start correctly. The direction is more important than the speed. So take your time. We're not wasting time to get started. We're using our time wisely by checking to make sure that we're in a comfortable sitting position, or we can sit in any position that we feel relaxed and at peace. Find that comfortable position that works for you. For this session, we need to ask ourselves what makes us feel comfortable. And don't be afraid to adjust. as we slowly and gently, naturally close our eyes. Closing our eyes the same way we do when we go to sleep. Because now it's time for us to rest. We should always remind ourselves that meditation is a time to rest. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't force your mind to stop. Treat this meditation as a time for you to rest, to relax, and our mind will stop naturally. For now, let's focus on the method rather than the result that we wish for. Take your time, take it easy, relaxing and releasing our body first, making sure from our head all the way down to our feet is loose, is free from any tension, and that we are truly relaxed. There's no need to rush, because the foundation of a good meditation has to be built on this foundation of relaxation. So the moment we start to relax, our meditation has already begun. Just continue to make sure every muscle is relaxed by taking a few deep breaths, breathing in deeply, and breathing out slowly a few times. We can do this until we feel that every muscle is free from any tension, any tightness, and we're just left with a feeling of lightness, of relaxation. Try to softly and gently feel your breath. Follow your breath. Following your breath as it enters your body, whether it's through your nose or your mouth, as it goes down into your lungs, making our stomach rise and fall. Feeling your breath as it's cooling, soothing, healing. As we breathe out, bring that feeling of relaxation, that gentleness to come out, surrounding us in a blanket of relaxation, a cloud, a mist, making us feel relaxed on the outside and on the inside. You may notice the more we relax our body, the more we begin to become present and let go, beginning from our physical self. As we shift our focus from the outside world and reconnect with our inner world, and as our body becomes more relaxed, we can put our attention on our mind, being patient with it, gentle, Our mind is very soft and gentle. It doesn't like to be forced. So we need to be patient. We need to take it easy and softly bring our mind to where we feel comfortable. Helping our mind to come into the present. Helping our mind to gradually and gently let go. Letting go of the past by reminding ourselves that we can't undo or fix anything in the past right now. Letting go of the future, reminding ourselves that if we want the future to be bright, we need to bring our mind to the present, allowing our mind to be in a positive state. So that we can make the right decisions now to make that future bright. But first, we don't need to worry about anything. Just worry about bringing our mind to where we feel comfortable. Actually, it's not about worrying. It's about letting go. Helping your mind stay mindful and relaxed. For some of us, we can use the mantra, repeating softly and gently, continuously in your mind. Samma araham. Samma araham. Samma araham. Samma meaning purity, araham meaning freedom. So as we repeat this, it's as if we're telling ourselves that our mind is becoming more free and more pure from any negativity, any darkness in our mind. We can feel as if that sound of the mantra is vibrating, resonating within our mind, like a drop of water. As the drop of water drops down, creating a ripple in our mind, clearing out any negativity, clearing out any darkness. Or we may find ourselves in the mood to visualize, to use an image of our choice, usually picking only one image, whether it's the sun, the moon, a star, something bright, something that's easy and natural to imagine. Some of us may be familiar with the crystal sphere, and we can imagine that softly and gently, however we like and wherever we like. Big or small, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is it feels natural and easy. We may notice that the image isn't clear, and that's okay. As our mind relaxes, as our mind becomes more still, that image that we imagine will be clear on its own. It's just a tool, just like the mantra. A tool to help our mind become still. And the only way for our mind to become still is to keep it easy, keep it relaxing, so that it feels natural. It doesn't feel like we're forcing our mind, but rather we're helping it, soothing it, easing it to the stillness. Because right now, our mind isn't familiar with being still. It's used to being outside, traveling around, jumping from one topic to the next. But as we meditate every day, more frequently our mind will be familiar and start to enjoy the stillness. Enjoy the feeling of happiness that comes when our mind is truly resting in peace. So in order for our mind to be familiar with that stillness, we need to use the method, any method at all that we feel for ourselves, that we enjoy that method. It feels relaxing, calming, and we're content with the feeling that we have right now. Because as long as we have the balance, where we feel mindful, comfortable, at the same time, we need to remind ourselves to focus on the relaxation and comfort that we have right now. At this moment, we all have a certain amount of relaxation. The key thing is, can we be content with it? Be happy with the relaxation we have, and don't focus on the relaxation that may be missing. Keep your mind in the present, contently, patiently. The relaxation that we have now will grow, expand, naturally at its own pace. So all we need to do now is we need to follow our comfort, stay with it naturally, patiently, contently. If we find our mind drifting to the past or the future, if we find ourselves expecting, we find ourselves off balance, it's okay. Just simply adjust. Go back to the method that helped us to stay in balance. Whether it was the mantra, the visualization, or both. Or in some cases, we may feel that we lost our way, we lost our balance. And again, that's okay. We can simply open our eyes, take a moment to readjust ourselves, and when we feel ready, we can start again. Even though we're saying we're starting again, it doesn't mean we're starting from the beginning. Every journey that we take whether it's by walking, by driving, by flying. There's always a moment where we need to take a break. We need to readjust. And that's okay. As long as we continue our journey, the distance traveled doesn't just disappear. So don't hesitate to readjust as many times as you need. Right now, all we need to do after we readjust is continue. And we will continue walking, continue driving, continue flying inside. And before we know it, we'll get to our destination. But right now, we need to train ourselves to not focus on the destination, but focus on the method. Focus on the method that will help to get there. Because the person who enjoys to walk will walk further than the person who enjoys the destination. Right now, we need to enjoy the walk. We need to enjoy our meditation. As long as we practice correctly, we should feel as if we're enjoying. We will feel the shift for ourselves from where we feel that we can sit in the beginning, but as the time passes by, it changes to I can sit and I want to continue. If you have that feeling, we can know for ourselves that we're practicing correctly. So follow that relaxation, keeping your body and your mind comfortable, relaxed, present, calmly, contently. As we sit relaxingly, we should take a moment to check to see if we're still in balance, because we need to make sure that we have that balance where we feel mindful and relaxed at the same time. If we feel that we're too relaxed to the point where we feel like we're daydreaming or that our mind is wandering and we're attaching to those thoughts, that's okay. But let's softly and gradually shift. Bring our mind to where we feel a little bit more mindful and in the present. Whether that's to slightly bring back the mantra, bring back the visualization, or in some cases we can simply open our eyes or if we feel that we're too mindful to the point where we don't feel comfortable anymore, then we need to release whatever method we're using and just be still. Or again, we can open our eyes. And once we feel the tension is released, we can slowly and gently close our eyes again. The way to check that we're in balance, we're mindful and comfortable together, is simply by observing the feeling of comfort that we have as it increases, or does it just stay the same? And especially if it starts to decrease, then we can know that something's off. But if we feel that the comfort is increasing, we feel more refreshed, rejuvenated, then we know that our mind is in balance. And continue with that feeling. The way to continue with that feeling is just to stay present. Enjoying, relaxing, เจกานังจยังพลังอรหันตานาติเชระคัมพันธามิสัพพโสสัพพพุทธานุภาเวนะสัพพธัมมานุภาเวนะสัพพสังฆานุภาเวนะสัทธาโสธีภวันตุเต By the power of the positivity that we generated in this meditation, may that positivity bless our life in every way. And when we feel ready, we may slowly and gently open our eyes. Okay, welcome back everyone. Take a moment to wait for everyone to come back. I hope you had a calming and relaxing meditation, and I would like to pass the session back to our lovely moderator today.
Thank you, Monk Daniel, for the guided meditation. We shall have our photo taking now. May I invite you to switch on your camera so that we can show our big smile. Let's have a good photo. Keep smiling. Smile. Cheese. Smile. I hope the photo is taken. Thank you. Next, we will have our Q&A session. Please type in the chat box for any questions, or you may share your meditation experience today. Thank you. Can I pass a mic back to Monk Daniel?
Okay, thank you everyone for sharing your smile. Whether or not you turn on the camera, I'm sure you can share it from inside and we can all feel it. So thank you for that. As always, please take some time to share how you felt in this meditation, just to check in on yourself and to make sure that, okay, you practice that observation skill to know, okay, today, where am I on the scale? Or did I get off the scale? And that's okay as well. So please let me know, let yourself know. Okay, from Iman 5, Manesh 4, Sam 3.5, Edwin 3.5. Oh, Tan tried to attend the meditation, but I fainted and tried to get up again. Oh, I hope you're feeling better now, Tan. Maybe after the meditation, you can take some time to take a rest too. If you're feeling to the point where you maybe physically have to faint, then I would recommend you take a rest first. And when you feel better, when you're in your bed, you can also, lay down and meditate as well. It's okay. From Jesse 3.8. Oh, very specific. Almost there. 0.2. But it's okay. Even a 3.8 is 3.8. Very precise. I like your observation skill. From 10, it was never like that before. Yeah, if you find that sometimes if you faint, maybe it's just you may be physically, very tired, and I would recommend you to go take a rest first. And when you feel a little bit better, you can practice the meditation in bed where you're more comfortable, more rested, or you can try again later. Maybe the next day after you're a little bit more rested, and it should go smoother. Okay, I hope you feel better. May the positivity from all of us, we share it to you, and I hope you can heal quickly and get back on track. Also from okay, then next time I will lay down. Okay, or if you need to lay down now, please do so. You can lay down and listen to us if you need to. From Hazel. From Yo, sorry. 1 second. Janet 3, Monday Blue. Oh, I hope at least this meditation can help the Monday blues go a little bit, change color a little bit. So make you feel a little bit better, right? So 3 is good, right in the middle is okay. Yeah, from joy, 3, okay. P joy, all the way from by, right? I hope, good to hear. From Li Shu, 3, it's okay, 3, very neutral, very in the middle, it's good. Yo, 5, feel so relaxed, time passed quickly, I use the mantra and visualization. Very good. I like that you, not only did you, give yourself a 5 that you can feel for yourself, but also that you know what method you used. Sometimes using the mantra and the visualization, you can use both, like a package, and that's okay. It depends on the person and depends how you're feeling. So you can use both, you can use one or the other, or sometimes when you feel like you feel ready to let go of both, you can also do that. I like to think of the meditation sometimes like you're riding a bike. When your mind isn't still yet, it's like we're pedaling. You're going up the hill, pedaling, 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 using the mantra, using the visualization to pedal up the hill. Once you get to the top of the hill, what do? Normally when you ride a bike, right? You stop pedaling, right? So in meditation, it's the same thing. Once you get to the stillness or you feel calm, it's like you're at the top of the hill. And you don't need to pedal anymore. You can just let go, do nothing, and then as you go down the hill, right? The bike will go by itself. You don't need to do anything. So, but once you go down the hill and then you get to the bottom of the hill and you lose the stillness, it's like you need to start pedaling again to get back up, and then go down. So this is very similar to what you need to do in the meditation. Sometimes you pedal, sometimes you don't. And you have to know when to switch. How do you know when to switch? How are you feeling? If you find your mind distracted or busy, we need to pedal. When our mind is okay, comfortable, at peace, we can just let go of the pedaling and just let the bike go. Let the bike travel downhill on its own. Okay? Thank you for sharing. Elsa, 4, very good, Elsa. Always good to see you every session. Very consistent. Hazel, 3, felt my hand, feet, and eyes aching at times. Oh. If you feel any ache, it's okay to adjust, okay? If you don't feel comfortable or you feel the pain in your hand, you can massage it. Sometimes if I have some pain, I massage myself during the meditation, like on the leg or something. And if that doesn't help, then I just change position. And if that doesn't help, I get up and go release the tension, make myself feel good, and then come back and sit. It's okay. From Liz, 4.5. Wow, very good, Liz. Are you still here? I'm not sure. Well, thank you for sharing. From Katharina, thank you for this beautiful meditation. Forgot a bit too sleepy at some point. That's okay. At least you have the relaxation as a foundation. If you fall asleep or feel a little sleepy, that's okay. It's normal. It just means that you are good at letting go. You're good at relaxing. So that's a good thing to have. And then if you feel a little bit sleepy, we can slowly adjust. Once you notice yourself drifting off, just bring your mind back, whether it's with the mantra, the visualization, or if you really can't get out of that sleepiness, I recommend you just to open your eyes. Go get a drink of water, go wash your face, and then continue with the meditation. It's okay. From Elsa, thank you. Very good relaxation. Every day is better. Yeah, exactly. Every meditation is a good session. You're building on learning more about your mind. So some sessions we learn more than others with our mind. But every session it's an opportunity to improve yourself, improve your meditation. So it's really good that you're a good example. You come every session, every Monday, every Thursday. So if you keep practicing, of course, the hardest part of meditation is consistency. So you got the hardest part down. The rest is going to be easier and easier. Christine, Happy Monday. Thank you, Mind Stories team. I'm very thankful that you're available for me. Thank you for coming. And if you guys weren't here, I wouldn't have this opportunity to share the meditation with you. So I have to thank you as well, and giving me the opportunity to also create positivity for myself. Yeah. And I hope you are really enjoying and looking forward to Mondays, and also just looking forward to meditation in general, right? If you keep it easy, keep it relaxing, you should look forward to meditation. That's the most important thing. Like recently, I just went to a meditation retreat in Bai, in northern Thailand, and one of the participants, he mentioned, actually many of them mentioned, but this is the thing that I think is the most beautiful and the most important thing that you can get from meditation practice, is that he said for himself that he felt that he now looks forward to every meditation session. It's like, it's not something that you have to do. Like, you have to go to work to make money, or you have to get your homework done, or you need to do something, as a task. But it's like you look forward to it. Oh, when's the next session gonna happen? When am I gonna have the opportunity to close my eyes? If you can get that feeling in meditation, oh, that is very important. And if you do get that feeling, like I mentioned, I don't know if you heard it in the meditation guidance, but it's very important, because the idea or the concept is, there's two types of people: the person who enjoys the destination, and there's a person who enjoys to walk. So who do you think is going to go further in the long run, right? The person who enjoys to walk will walk further than the person who enjoys the destination. Because once they get to the destination, that's it. I'm there, it's over, mission accomplished. But the person who enjoys the walk will continue. Once they get to one destination, they'll go to the next destination, go to the next destination, because they like to walk. So it's very important to make your meditation practice like that. It will become like that if you practice relaxingly, calmly, take it easy, take it slow, and do what makes you feel comfortable. As you do what makes you feel comfortable, you're gonna start to enjoy it, right? And as some of us mentioned today, the time passes quickly. If the time passes quickly, you're practicing correctly, because time flies when you're enjoying something, when you're happy with something, right? So, like the retreat. When I went to the retreat in Bai, the time went by. I went there for 5 days. It felt like one day. So hopefully someday all of us can, have a retreat in person, and we can help each other as well. I hope to see you. Or if not, we can, see each other on Zoom first. And if you can't see us, if we can't see each other, that's okay. You can close your eyes and you can have the meditation retreat inside. Okay. Sam, I was interrupted by a phone call. Oh no. Treat it as like, oh, when there's a noise, it's like a reset, right? You have to open your eyes and deal with it, but that's okay. Just when you come back, another opportunity to place your mind in maybe a deeper state. So it's okay. Manish, love, good wishes, blessings to all participants. Everyone be happy, healthy, and wise always. Thank you for your blessing, Manish. See, if you feel good inside, it's like you want to make everyone else feel good. So as you can see as an example from Manish. And it's good to spread your positivity. The world would be a lot brighter if we spread our negativity. As people spread negativity very fast. Imagine if we spread positivity as fast as we spread negativity. Just that small change. This world would be a lot better place very quickly. Edwin, thank you, Monk Daniel, for the guided meditation. Can I say that the meditation is like dreaming, but I fully realize that I'm dreaming in the dream? Good question. You have to kind of see for yourself, in the sense that measure for yourself. When you meditate deeply, it can feel, it's like a fine line between sleep and, as you said, like a deep dream. But the dream is, you should be able to recollect the dream. Like it should feel like you know what's happening. It's a little bit different than daydreaming. You know, when we daydream, it's like you realize you're thinking, but you're kind of like trapped in a web of thoughts, and like it's just going on, and you don't know what's really happening. In that case, I recommend you to readjust, to reset. But if you feel like it's a dreamlike state that feels relaxing, refreshing, keyword here is refreshing, where it feels refreshed, feels alert. Not alert like you drank coffee and, you know, like energetic alert, but you know what's happening, and then that's okay. And that's a keep going at that feeling. Hope that answers. From Hazel, maybe I didn't have enough sleep last night. Okay, yeah, maybe. And you know, if you didn't have enough sleep, then again, if you fall asleep in the meditation, it's okay. At least you had a good moment of rest. Liz still here? Okay, good to know that you're still here, Liz. From Brisbane, it's nice nighttime over here. Oh, okay, it's also nighttime here in Thailand. It's about, so almost time to go to sleep. It's good that you come to practice before you go to sleep, and good example. I hope everyone does that every day. You know, a meditation session before you go to sleep. Please keep going. Please keep that habit. From Axel, 4, although I fell asleep again, 3rd time in a row during these guided meditations. Thank you for today, Monk Daniel. I like the heating stove analogy. No, it's okay. If you fall asleep, at least you have the relaxation down. You can let go, right? If you can't, most people can't fall asleep. You know, they have trouble sleeping. So you can get to sleep in the meditation. That's okay. And then as we practice more and more, we can slowly adjust ourselves to have more, you know, in balance, we're mindful and comfortable. But if you find yourself falling asleep, it's only your 3rd time, you know, some people many years. so it's okay. It's okay. Just take it easy, as long as you have some moments of relaxation, and before you fell asleep, right, you were mindful and relaxed, so those moments add up. So keep practicing. Yeah. At least the stove was turned off, you know, your mind's not boiling right now, so that's more important. Okay. Good to see you again. See you often. Keep coming and keep practicing. It's only going to get easier and better from here. If going to Bai, does anyone need to observe the 8 precepts? I would say it's, you know, it's your own choice. It's not like forced upon you, but it depends on the retreat. Some of the retreats there is no dinner offered, usually in meditation retreats, but there's snacks and refreshments that you can have. But they usually focus, you know, on breakfast and lunch, and then the evening is more just a light refreshment. From Liz, where are you based now, Monk Daniel? Currently in Thailand, and currently in the area from our main temple. Our main temple, I'm about 3 hours away from our main temple in Pathum Thani, Thailand. But right now I'm kind of like able to go anywhere depending on the situation. But usually right now it's the rainy retreat for monks, so we take the vow to stay in one place for 3 months. But we can also travel, but we have to come back within seven nights. So can't really travel too far, but still available to go here and there. Okay, from Fiona, thank you. I'm finding meditation is impeded by worrying about my dog having surgery. I suffer at this thought that he suffers, and I keep trying to find some way to prevent him from suffering. Hmm. You know, if you find you are worrying about your dog, the worrying isn't going to help him to get out of the suffering, right? But or help your dog to get out of suffering. So I would recommend try to use the mantra, use the visualization to kind of help you from thinking about that situation. And as our mind calms down, as our minds focus on that, as we come out, we'll have the positivity generated in our mind. And that positivity, right now, maybe you may not see it in action right away, but it's kind of like every time we meditate, how does it make your mind positive? You can see it this way: as our worrying goes down, as our mind is more calm, the greed, the anger, the negativity, the worrying, the stress, all those things lower. And as those things lower, our mind is going to get more positive. When our mind's more positive, it's like law of attraction. If our mind is in a positive state, it's going to attract positive situations, positive opportunities. And in that sense, we can help our dog to get out of the suffering because our mind is in a good place. So now we'll put in the right decisions to go and help him, or maybe to find the right doctor, the right medicine. Like for me, one time I had to get surgery on my knee when I was ordained for my first year as a monk. And, I was a new monk and in a foreign country, and I had to get surgery on my knee. So what should I do? How can I meditate with a bad knee, of course? So at first I went down the normal road of like panicking, worrying, but then my meditation teaching monk, he told me, oh, go meditate. There's no point in worrying about it, about the surgery. Like, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna pay for it? So and so. So go calm your mind first, and we'll talk about it later. What we can do next. So okay, let me give it a try. I went and I sat in front of one of the portrait of one of the meditation masters, and sat there and just looked at him for a moment and then closed my eyes and just tried to stay with the mantra, relax. I sat for about 30 minutes, and then after that meditation, after my mind was calm and peaceful, the temple staff, they called my teaching monk and said, oh, we have the fund to take care of the surgery, and you can go to the hospital tomorrow. And as I went to the hospital the next day, not only the specialist for knee surgery, he just flew from Germany to Thailand that day, and he saw my case file and he's like, oh, this is a interesting case, I want to do the surgery. So the doctor came at the right moment, the fund came at the right moment. So you never know what can happen if you just keep your mind in a good mood. And it may seem a little supernatural now, but give it a try. Give it a try. See if you can keep your mind in a positive frequency, and how can that help you. And I'm sure that your dog will benefit automatically from that positive mindset. Okay, so I hope everything goes smoothly, and the surgery will go well for your dog. Cardi, after 4 weeks of vacation, getting back into my daily and early morning meditation has helped me to get back to normal, calm the anxiety, and get back to the routine, office work, and getting ready for kids starting school tomorrow. I have realized that the longer I sit, it helps me more. Day 2, after returning from India, I sat for 2 hours. Wow, very good. Great example. I meditated the first hour with one of your mind story recording. It was super helpful to calm me down. I love meditation. Free tool available in everyone's toolkit. Also, yesterday we went for 5 hours of a tough hike, and after almost 3 years, meditation helped me to try it again, not worrying about my knees, and also I feel I am not as tired. The practice of meditation is helpful in shifting the mindset and recovery. Oh, wow, wonderful sharing. Thank you so much for sharing. I hope everyone can get this as inspiration for yourself as well, that Yeah, exactly. If you meditate longer and more, you stay consistent with it, that's the hardest thing with meditation. But if you get that out of the way, the rest of it is going to get easier and easier. And as you mentioned that as you sit consistently and you sit, one day, day two, it's going to get easier and easier. So I really recommend to keep with the routine, because once the fire is started, it's only going to keep growing every time we sit. But when the fire goes out, then we have to be a little bit more patient with ourselves and take a little bit more time to get the fire started again. So I don't recommend starting the fire over. I recommend keeping the fire going. It's easier. So sit down. But even in the sense that the fire does go out, at least you have, don't forget the method. Start from being relaxed of both body and mind, and you can get that fire started again. Okay. And yes, exactly. There is physical and mental changes that happen from meditation. So as you mentioned, it makes the physical activity easier. So I always say this because it's true. If your mind is in the right place, the rest of your life is going to fall into place. And it's true. When your mind is in balance, physically, the hormones in your body are better. And, there's many studies that show whether your brain changing, your complexion changing, the brightness in your eyes changing, everything. There is physical changes that happen in meditation. You can give it a look. If you search on Google, there's many studies of the physical changes that happen in your brain or in your physical self. And mentally also, when your mind is mentally filled with a peace, mentally filled with a happiness, it's gonna shine out in your actions. It's gonna shine out in your words. It's gonna automatically come out of you. From Tan, as positivity attracts the positive, why we have negativity? Good question. There is, when our mind is in a positive state, it attracts positivity, but sometimes we do have negative things happen to us. And it's because before our mind was positive, was there some moments when our mind was negative? Right? The same idea. Like, we've done positive things in our life, but we've also done negative things in our life. So we are constantly pulling positive and negative things into our life. It just sometimes we pull the negative thing to us first, or we just changed our mind to positive, but the whole day our mind was negative. So we were pulling a negative situation to us the all day, and then we just shift to positivity. So the shift isn't fast enough to stop the negativity from coming. But the good thing is, when our mind is positive and the negative come, is better than our mind is negative and the negative come, right? Now you have two problems. So it's like you have fire and then you have the gasoline, and now it's an explosion. Or the negativity comes, your mind is positive. At least now that your mind is positive, you can make that negativity the best of that situation. You can lessen it, if that makes sense. Okay? Okay, so thank you everyone for your comments, and a little bit more than normal, but it's good. Thank you for sharing and being an example for other people with your stories and your own testimony of how you felt in the meditation is very inspiring. And I'm sure people who listen later, that's the most important thing, to see that meditation can get you to a form of relaxation, and it's a happiness that you can feel. And if we can share that to more people, we can help not only yourself to be good, positive, happy, but we can also share this feeling that you have now to your friends, to your family, to more people that you know. And we can help to build this community up, and also in the bigger picture, make this world a better place for everyone. So thank you everyone for joining, and I hope to see you next Thursday as well as next Monday. And whether we see each other or not, please continue to practice your meditation every day. And thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Monk Daniel, for spending time guiding us today, and your teaching is very valuable. I hope everyone remember Monk Daniel's advice, practice more, and thank you everyone for joining today's session. Don't forget to join us again on coming Thursday. Please bring more friends. The more the merrier. And let's share our merits together. And before we end the session, let's pay our respect to Monk Daniel by bowing 3 times. First bow. Second bow. Third bow.
May the positivity that we've generated in this meditation and all the positive things that we have done in the past until now, may all that positive energy follow you, protect you, guide you, helping us to stay healthy of both body and mind, helping us to overcome any obstacles, and helping us to cultivate our meditation even deeper so that we can attain the inner happiness more strongly and more consistently.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. See you coming Thursday, and have a great week. Bye. Thanks.